Chapter 23. Now Sarah lived 127 years. These were all the years of her life. Sarah died in Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. And Abraham went in to mourn for Sarah and to weep for her. When Abraham got up from beside his dead wife, he spoke to the Hethites, I am an alien residing among you. Give me burial property among you, so that I can bury my dead. The Hethites replied to Abraham, Listen to us, my lord. You are a prince of God among us. Bury your dead in our finest burial place. None of us will withhold from you his burial place for burying your dead. Then Abraham rose and bowed down to the Hethites, the people of the land. He said to them, If you are willing for me to bury my dead, listen to me, and ask Ephron, son of Zohar, on my behalf, to give me the cave of Machpelah that belongs to him. It is at the end of his field. Let him give it to me in your presence for the full price as burial property. Ephron was sitting among the Hethites. So in the hearing of all the Hethites who came to the gate of his city, Ephron the Hethite answered Abraham, No, my lord, listen to me. I give you the field, and I give you the cave that is in it. I give it to you in the sight of my people. Bury your dead. Abraham bowed down to the people of the land and said to Ephron in the hearing of the people of the land, Listen to me, if you please. Let me pay the price of the field. Accept it from me, and let me bury my dead there. Ephron answered Abraham and said to him, My lord, listen to me. Land worth 400 shekels of silver. What is that between you and me? Bury your dead. Abraham agreed with Ephron, and Abraham weighed out to Ephron the silver that he had agreed to in the hearing of the Hethites, 400 standard shekels of silver. So Ephron's field at Machpelah near Mamre, the field with its cave and all the trees anywhere within the boundaries of the field, became Abraham's possession in the sight of all the Hittites who came to the gate of his city. After this, Abraham buried his wife Sarah in the cave of the field at Machpelah near Mamre, that is Hebron, in the land of Canaan. The field with its cave passed from the Hethites to Abraham as burial property.
So we are in chapter 23 of the book of Genesis, and in this chapter we're just basically going to be talking about the death of Sarah and Abraham's intentions to buy a plot of land to bury his wife. And so in this chapter, Sarah died. She was 127 years old when she died, and Abraham wanted to bury her in the land of Canaan. So he reached out to the Hittites to request for a land that he could buy to bury his wife. And specifically, he wanted a land from Ephron, the son of Zohar. So the thing I got from this chapter also is that the people of the land respected Abraham a lot. And we see it in your identity, where they called Abraham a prince of God. And this is in verse 5, where it says, The Hittites replied to Abraham, Listen to us, my lord. You are a prince of God, a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our graves. None of us will refuse you his grave or hinder you from burying your dead wife here. So the thing I saw here is the way that they viewed Abraham. It's with such respect, with such honor. And it kind of just brings me to lessons learned, where you would see that people will see the grace of God in you, and they will honor God in you, and God will elevate you because of that. The Bible says, Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father who is in heaven. But what happens also is that not only is God glorified in your life for your good works, but that God himself elevates you through those people as well. And so we see that happen here in Genesis 23, where they didn't just consider him a prince. They considered him a prince of God. And I think that's also to say about us that we are princes and princesses of God as well. Now, I've gone through 2 segments right now, your identity and lessons learned. And so I'm just going to quickly speak on what is God's will that I saw in this chapter. And the thing that I saw about God's will in this chapter is about being mindful of how you receive things from people. Here at this point, Abraham was looking to buy this plot of land from Ephron, the son of Zoar. And because of the amount of respect that these people had for Abraham, Ephron was willing to give him more than Abraham asked for. He was like, so let's just read verse 11 so we can share that. He said, "No, my Lord, hear me. I give you the entire field, and I also give you the cave that is in it. In the presence of the men of my people, sell it to you, bury your dead there." Then Abraham said to Ephron, in the presence of the people of the land, "If you will only please listen to me and accept my offer, I give you the price of the field, accept it from me, and I will bury my dead there." Now, the reason why this caught my attention is because we appreciate the fact that these people respected Abraham so much that they were willing to give him more than he asked for. But Abraham insisted on just holding on to what he wanted, which was the land, not the cave and everything else. He just wanted the land. And he was willing to pay for it. We need to be mindful of that, in terms of the things that we receive from people, because it's important to be content with what you have and not the opportunities that you think you can get from people. Because it's very, very easy for you to cross into that place of greed where when people give you opportunities for something, you start to expect more because you are used to people giving you more than you ask for. And I just pray that God will give us the wisdom to know how to receive gifts from people and to know when not to cross that line of greed. And it's part of the reasons why I believe that God teaches us on how to be content with the things that he has given us and to value the things that other people have and respect that. And then we're just going to go straight into the verse of the day, which is 6, which says, "Listen to us, my Lord. You are a prince of God, a mighty prince among us. Bury your dead in the choicest of our graves. None of us will refuse you his grave or hinder you from burying your dead wife." And so I just want you to hold on to that thoughts and that belief that you are a prince of God as well, because you are a representative of God. All right, thank you so much for joining me today on Read the Bible with me every day. And I'm going to see you tomorrow where we will talk on chapter 24, where Abraham seeks for a bride for Isaac, his son. All right, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Be blessed.